Hollywood headphones on. So I just recently got a video idea from someone now. Like, no, I'm like, yeah, no. And I'm like, that's not a bad video idea, you feel me? And basically, it was some character development. Oh, when I tell you, the character development in this story took a toll on my body, mentally and physically. For the cool rest of my life. No debate, rest of my life. And I think that's the day I realized I'ma stop doing all that BS. I think that's the moment of realization every single person would stop doing that stuff after what I went through. You feel me? I was like, no. I fear it. Like, I fear even thinking of it. I fear even trying it, because every time I do think it, the influence near me, try it and mention it, my brain immediately go right back to that moment, that pain, that torture, that everything. And I'm like, bless my pops for that. But don't bless my pops for that, because that hit hard. That hit the soul. That hit everything about me. Everything I've ever done. Everything I've ever worked for. Everything I ever looked at. Completely changed the way how I feel about that situation. I'm gonna keep it a stack. It completely do. I would tell y'all, don't try it at home. Indeed, though. Me just thinking about it, like, just remembering everything about that moment, me, my siblings, all of us, I guarantee you, we don't fit that description when it come to that. We might fit the description when it come to making fun of somebody, when it come to standing our ground, talking our, you know what I'm saying, that mouth of ours. But that's another one. But that mouth of ours, without a doubt, I got that. But the one description I do not ever fit is that main black hoodie full hit fit description. I'll never fit that description for one reason, and one reason only, and it's because of what happened that day. What happened throughout that entire time. No debate. That, I lose sleep because of that day. I lost sleep. I lost how I feel about my body. I lost everything that day. You feel me? I lost everything. Everything that day. You feel me? I got the, you feel me, stuck in my head. I was watching a YouTube video. I'm telling you. But basically, 1 week. You know, y'all legit Hollywood. I wanted the Fortnite Battle Pass. I wanted the Battle Pass, right? The Battle Pass only costs $10. $10. And every single moment I look back, I'm like, why the fuck didn't I just ask? My parents would have easily slid me $10. $10? And they see that I'm on this time all the time? $10. $10 whole. Every single time I look back, I'm like, because being an adult now and like older and grown, I'm like $10. That's all I wanted. The Fortnite Battle Pass. The first Battle Pass I was ever gonna get. It was season 4. It was season 3 or season 4. I can't remember that. But it was the Fortnite Battle Pass. Every year. I was playing since like season 2. Season 1. I hopped on season 1, you feel me? You know, OG like that. But I hopped on season 1, but it was like once or twice a blue moon. Season 2, I was on that. I got my first win in season 2. Season 3, I was on that game every single day. Every single day until like season 7 when another situation happened. But I was still on it, and I really didn't stop until chapter 2, season something. Like season 5 or something. Chapter 2, season 5 is when I really stopped playing. But no. I wanted the Fortnite Battle Pass. Y'all know just like, hold on. Everybody got this Battle Pass. Let me go get this. You feel me? I'm like, yeah, let me go get it. I've been playing for a minute. The hoes been making fun of me because I ain't have no skin. For the people that play Fortnite, you remember how that was when you ain't have no skin. You were considered a bot. But I was better than all of them. Every last one of them that I was playing with, I was better than all of them. And all they kept saying was, you don't got no skin, you don't got no skin, you don't got no skin. I'm like, you want to see a skin? Wait until next season. That's what Lil Jit was telling me. Wait until next season, you feel me? So then, I'm like, next season rolling around. I'm like, okay. They want me to get this Battle Pass. You feel me? They ain't say nothing. It was like season 4 gonna come around. And I knew they was waiting for the moment. I knew they was waiting for the moment saying, where's your skin at, Hollywood? I knew they was waiting for that. I said, I ain't playing them games this year. I waited about a week or two, playing some shit. You feel me? Playing some shit. Well, I could have just asked for the 10. Remember that. I could have just asked for the 10. Wait about a week or two. I couldn't really even ask for a 25 knowing my parents' situation now. I really could have just asked for a measly $25. 25. But it's all good. I'm glad I did it now, but I'm not glad I did it now. Would never learn this lesson. It's a win-lose situation. So basically, my sister wanted some Robux. I wanted the Battle Pass. My younger brother was a little jet. Hollywood at a young age was using that brain of his. You feel me? He was using that brain of his. That smart brain he always using. And basically, I'm like, you know what you gotta do to my older sis. I was like, she was like, yeah. That's what we did. So when they wasn't watching, I had the little brother, mastermind. I'm claiming the mastermind now. Now I'm claiming the mastermind. I wasn't claiming the mastermind. I was not claiming that thing. But now, let me stop laughing so y'all can actually hear, because I be knowing with them videos though. I'm claiming the mastermind now though, if my siblings ever see this, but I had the little youngin, go into mom's purse. Yo. It was a sibling thing. We was all in the wrong. I wasn't the only one that convinced them. The older sis also convinced them. We was both like, okay, You go on the mom's purse, we got you some. You feel me? Because it was like the other two things. Like, we knew what that money was going to get to. You feel me? He got the cord. That CREDIT cord. Hollywood can spell over city. He report back to headquarters, you feel me? He report back to headquarters. Don't worry. I was already ready. I had the paper and I had the pencil or pen. It was like a pink, blue pen. We get the card digits. I get to instantly boom, 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 boom. Mind you, season 4, season 3. I don't remember how old I was. I was like 12, 11 to 13. Around season 4. I was 10 to 14. I don't know. But we get to writing the card. I'm writing the card number. I'm boom, boom, boom. CVC, boom, boom, boom. Expiration date, boom, boom, boom. Name, boom, boom, boom. You already know I got the address and the zip code locked down. I'm like, there's no way. There's no way. So, Hollywood had to, since he was in the mastermind, he had to send that first one. 10. Immediately bought the battle pass, the $25 one instead. Immediately bought the $25 one instead. I said, no, we doing this? $25 one instead. Then we go onto the computer because my sister wanted some Robux. Then I wanted some Robux. Then my little brother wanted some Robux. You feel me? We immediately get to put in it. Boom, 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 boom. We was buying the membership, the Robux membership. So the cord could automatically get charged daily. We should have done that. I'm realizing what them recurring things do to people nowadays. Luckily, I hope it's all fine now. But that ain't my problem. I got my own problems to worry about. But immediately, boom, get to typing in the stuff for Roblox. All 3 of us account. Boom, we're going as fast as we can too. Boom, boom, boom. Mind you, the card already back in the purse. The parents aren't here. This kid's home alone. We're charging the card. Charge after charge after charge for them Robux and them Robux membership. If y'all remember the daily, monthly Robux membership back in them times when you used to get free 1,500 Robux every month or something, or every week or something, they would just give you free Robux because you bought the membership. Yeah, we all 3 of us had that account. Then we were stacked up on Robux, no debate. Then we started spending. That. Then I said, you know what? We spend it, right? Let me buy GTA. I said, nah, let me buy GTA Online plus Xbox Live Online. 1 year. 1 year. I said, this card just keep going. Boom, 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 boom. Bam, bam, bam. Charge. Mind you, we had no idea what was coming for us. We thought we was getting away with it. She ain't checked her account. She ain't do nothing. Ma ain't do none of that. Not a single soul. She ain't do none of that. So what happened was basically when we thought we was in the clear, because it was like a day, 2 days. Okay, we in the clear. Oh, we got away with this. Great. In the bag. You feel me? We had that in the bag. Or problem. The problem where we messed up was we left the paper with all the info on the main desk. The main desk everybody sees and everybody watches. Everybody always makes their way to the main desk. Every time in that house. The main black desk. It was the black desk in the back, right next to the living room. I was kind of confused how it was set up, but it was the living room, and then there was like a little space in the back. It had crazy space. We left all the digits on that shit. All of it in my handwriting. So then I'm just playing the game. Mind you. No, it wasn't. But I'm just playing the game, right? Boom, boom, bam, boom, boom, bam. Next thing you know, boom! Through my door. While I'm playing the game, through my door. Turn that game off right now. I'm like, what am I getting yelled at for now? You know, Hollywood was always getting yelled at. I was a troublemaker. There's no debate. I can't complain about that. I was a troublemaker. But it's like one of those, like, what did I do now? Completely forgot. I spent all of that money in the back of my head. I completely forgot about that. I thought we got away with this. I'm like, oh, I got the Battle Pass. I got GTA. I got another game too. And then, oh, by the way, the card stopped working. Y'all older people know what that means. When that credit card stopped working after you spend a lot of money. Locked. They locked the account. Get through my door. Bang, 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 bang. Then she go downstairs. No, she was downstairs yelling, but I didn't hear it. My sister said she was yelling. She heard it. She's like, who just used all my, why did my car lock? Because they were already my mom and dad were already discussing it downstairs while I was playing the game. They was already discussing it. Like boom, 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 boom. And then as she's walking around trying to figure it out, she sees the paper. That's where we got cut. And then she showed my pops. She was like, look at this. This looked like Hollywood's handwriting. And it looked like my card numbers. So they started connecting. It was like, boom, dun, 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 dun. They're like, oh, these little motherfuckers used your card. Yes, we did use your card. And please. And please. It's not and please now. That was just young legit thinking. Then she's like, she busts through my door talking about, which one of you used my card, blah, 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 blah. I said, not me. I didn't do nothing. That was the second one I fucked up. The second part I fucked up. 2 ports already I fucked up. Then she go to the other siblings. Which one of y'all used my card? Not me, not me, not me. So none of y'all use my card down. Everybody downstairs right now. I'm already knowing we in trouble. Because, you know, I'm used to getting in trouble. So I'm like, once she say everybody downstairs, I'm like, oh, we all get in trouble. Okay, that's already a win-win. I wasn't thinking that in my head, but now I am. I'm thinking in my head. I'm like, this is a win-win. So, boom, bam. We get to blaming each other. Bro, let me tell you, we all just started blaming each other. No, it was Hollywood. No, it was her. No, it was him. Then, me and my sister realized, we was like, the one who took out the cord is the one who started it all. So we started blaming my little brother, right? So he could get in some trouble too, you feel me? We started blaming him. Blame, 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 blame. They was like, I don't believe it. How do you know how to do all of that? That's what they started questioning. They was like, how do you know how to do all that? He was only a little younger. Bro was about 6 years old. He was definitely capable. I don't care what nobody says. He was definitely capable. But he ain't getting too much trouble. He just got yelled at. But so now, both of y'all are lying. And then they caught us. And I'm like, oh, shit. So they're like, you got one more time to tell me the truth. So then, you know, Hollywood had to tell the full story, tell the truth on out. He all of a sudden had to tell the truth. Mind you, this was after 2 hours of yelling and ass whoopings. So while they were yelling at me, blah, 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 why'd you? Who used my card? Not me. Bam, 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 bam. Who used my card? Not me. Bam, 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 bam. Who used my card? Not me. 3 times was enough for me. 3 times was enough for me. It wasn't enough though for them. It wasn't enough for them. It wasn't. It must have. And they were going in order. They said no. It got to the point they were like pants down. You know, normally you get them whoopings with the pants on, the shorts on. You better hope you're not wearing shorts that day. But luckily, I was wearing some pants. So the first few, boom, boom, boom. They were hurting. They were hurting. Don't get me wrong. But they weren't bad hurting. I started fake crying. I'm like, okay, let me start fake crying. Let me start fake crying. Feel me? Make the whooping less. They say pants down everyone. I said, oh, what? They said, no, pants down. And immediately when I did that, bam, bam, bam. Y'all feel me? It was both of my parents. They were double teaming the entire crib. They were double teaming the entire crib and only yelling at my younger brother. My dude, he's the one that took the card out the thing. And then eventually, once we started telling the truth, this is how we was telling the truth every single time. So they're like, so who took my car? Bam, bam. So who took my car? Bam, bam. Till one of us said something. Then they were like, bam, bam. And it was just gonna keep going. You feel me? So then we started tell a story now, you know. Like, okay. I was like, we all took the car. And then they was like, bam, bam. Okay, but who came up with the idea? I was like, we all came up with the idea. I think my sister was pleading the case too, something like that. And then they was like, so who spent the money on Roblox? Bam, bam. My sister said, that was me, that was me. And then, who spent the money on the game? They knew it was me. They was just waiting for me to say it. Bam, bam, bam. My hard head, didn't want to say it immediately. I said it the second time though. I said it the second time. I said, I spent the money on the game, and I bought GTA, and I bought Roblox, and blah, 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 blah. Bam, bam, bam. Over and over again. Like a repeated cycle. And I'm like, in the back of my head, stop whooping me, bro. Let me tell the story, you feel me? They did not care about the story no more. They already had the story all clicked up in their head. So then, after a few billions of whoopings, I'm like, okay. And then we sitting there crying. We all just sitting there crying, yelling. Blah, blah, blah. Nobody told you to come in my purse and steal that. Don't you ever steal from me again. Bam, bam, bam. You feel? My dad was sliding for my mom like crazy. And I'm like, bam. You feel me? But, you know what I'm saying? Life. So, we just kept getting whooped. 45 minutes later, we finally get the whole story done. Mind you, this is after about an hour of whoopings. Now, we all sitting on the couch where we just got whooped. And then they said, now you guys can go upstairs. Now, they brought down the game. They brought down our phones. They brought down everything electronic device in that house. They brought all of it down and showed us that they will not let us touch it. And then our punishment was we had to clean the house for like 2 weeks straight. We missed one day, it's a whooping. We missed one day, it was a whooping. Had me vacuuming, had me doing this, had me doing that, had me doing all sorts of shit. And I'm like, game, I don't want to do it. I'm trying to play the game, but I can't play the game. The game taking it away. Feel me? So then they slowly started giving us our stuff back. Okay, you got your computer. Okay, you got your phone. Okay, you got this. Mind you, I'm the type of person in the family that went outside every day. I went outside every day. They banned me from the game, and then they banned me from going outside. I feel like I had the worst punishments. Because I'm like, so I can't go outside. I can't play the game. You know what they said? They told me to read a book. Bro, I'm in the 4th grade. I'm not trying to read no book. You feel me? I mean, looking at it now, I'm like, I would gladly read a book. I was in the 4th grade. I was not trying to read no book. What? What? You tripping? I was not trying to read a book. So then it got to the point we started playing family games with each other. We started family bonding. We started doing everything together, cleaning the house together, arguing together, talking with each other together, watching the same shows on the TV together. Oh my God, the TV was the only thing that we had and that bit saved us, and we did not argue over that stuff. That was the one time we ain't argue over the TV. We would always argue over who gets what show, who gets what show. We ain't argue that week or that next week about who gets what show. We was all watching the show. We had nothing better to do. But yeah, that was some character development of never to steal. I'll never fit that description of a black person that they be talking about stealing. Never in my life. Every single time a homie was like, okay, let's go shoplift this, let's go do this, let's go do that. Content creation purposes in GTA. We was like, I was like, no, you got that. I fear that whooping more than I fear the police. I fear that whooping more than me actually getting away with it. I'm like, nah, I'll just ask my parents for some money. They say, no, I'm not getting nothing. I fear that. I feared it. I feared it more than the police. Like, most people be like, oh, you're going to go to jail, blah, blah, blah. You're going to get fined, blah, blah. I fear my parents going to go double team my ass again. I'm still kind of sore. Like, if you feel me, I'm still kind of sore for that. Bitch, that happened like 12, 15 years ago. And I'm like, bro, there's no way. I still fear that. I'm like, they just gonna double team me again. No, they straight double teamed us. One had a belt, and then the other one had a belt. One was they started using their hands at first, boom, boom, and then they started hitting me with the belt. Both, like it was at the same time. They were like, boom, one cheek, boom, one cheek, boom, one cheek, boom, one cheek, and then they would move on to the next sibling, give us like some rest time or some shit. Like that was gonna do anything. Boom, one cheek, boom, one cheek, boom, one cheek, boom. And then go to the next sibling. And then right back to me. Boom, one cheek, boom, one cheek, boom. Me and my sister got even. Me and my sister got the most even ones. And I promise you, we both never stealing again. We both never stealing again. We don't even play that. We don't play that. It's either we ask or we not getting. We ask or we not getting. I promise you, we don't play that. I promise you, me and her don't play that. She remember how that bit feel. She like, no, that can't go on ever again. I'm like, you right. You 100% right. But hey, we got our stuff back. I still played a little of season 4, grinding to that tier 100 still. You know I was tough at that game if I still hit tier 100 after all that time. Because remember, the battle passes were like only like a month and a half or something. I ain't really get on the game for a minute because I started playing on the Roblox because I had some stuff on Roblox. So I was like, I'm balling on Roblox. But you know, I still hit that tier 100, maxed out everything that season. No debate. Stop playing with me. I was a dog in season 4. If you played with me in season 4, you know I was low-key a dog for my skill set, my setup. You feel me? But yeah, that was the worst one I ever had. I'll never steal. I'm too scared. You feel me? Oh my God. Way too scared. Way too. Like, now, I'm just like, bro, I'd rather just be broke. I'd rather just be broke living under my means, bro. I'm scared of shit stealing. I really am. I'm tired. Makes my head hurt. But letting you know, I was calculating that whole thing at a young age of the mind, you feel me? That's the only thing I realized. I'm like, I really calculated that. The only part we slipped up at, because we could have really blamed the fraud department. Like, somebody did that to herself. did that to her, and she could have got another scam. We could have got away scot-free. No, we messed up with the paper on the main desk. How we put the paper on the main desk? That's what I'm just like, we playing greatness. We was some smart children, no debate. But we messed up with the main ingredient, and I feel like I keep doing that. Keep messing up with the main ingredient. I had everything like planned, and I fuck up with the main target. You telling me we left the evidence on the main place where everybody sees when they come in the crib? Everybody always made their way to that black desk. If you entered that crib, you always found a way to that black desk. No debate. Because the living room was right next to it and people wanted to be on the couch. The couch was right next to the black thing and there was a lot of opening space. And you know, my mom did some hair stuff. People did some homework over there. Just, you know what I'm saying? I read a book over there. I always had an attitude over there. Alone, away from the family, you feel me? No. Black desk. A black desk that everybody that ever entered to that crib and ended up on the couch seen, heard, walked before. Everyone. Every single person, every guest we had, every cousin, every family member always knew where that black desk was. And that's where we left the evidence. Some dumb kids. But we made the perfect plan. We could have had the perfect blame. The fraud department, somebody hacked your credit card, you feel me? Get away scot-free. But no, we left the evidence on the desk. They knew it was us. They said, bam, 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 over and over and over again. Over and over and over again. But yeah, that's the worst word. That's why I'm always scared. I'm scared of committing crimes in general because of that moment. Every single time I think of a crime, I think back to that moment. I'm like, nah, I'm good, G. You want to go take an Arizona from the thing? Nah, you got it, gang. You got it. I just asked. The homie said, oh, you want to get in this fight? Nah, you got it, gang. Not unless you get jumped. You got it. You got it. I don't do jumping, and I let people get their one-on-ones. Now, if you try to jump my homie, I'm joining in too. No debate. No debate. But yeah. That's it. Hollywood. Smartness, greatness, wiseness was a dumbassness. Cytomologist himself right now says, I was a dumbass. Legit, Hollywood was a dumbass too. This is proof you can become smart. You can become smart, you can do anything you want. Now, you may not be in the same situation, may not be in the same mind as everybody else, and that's what makes you unique. That what makes your story better in your story. Like I said, that's life. Be great. Be wise. And be grateful. Don't try to complain too much. There are people in a different situation as you that's in a worse situation as you. More worse situation than you. You may be in a bad situation like, oh, I predict socks. I'm not the same fit every day in school. There's people that can't even wear a fit. They have to stay at home because they can't make their way to school every day. I'm telling you, there's different situations. My situation may be better. My situation may be worse. Don't compare. That's where you mess up. Stay God bless.